Hi. During the holiday season, sometimes we forget our priorities and they get lost with all the demands that are made on our time. So I'm going to do a little illustration that illustrates your life. In this jar, this is your life and the time that you have. We all have a finite amount of time. And the more intentional we are about how we use our time will have a direct effect on how satisfying and how inspired our life is. So you can see that here in my bowl I have just tiny little bird seed. And so we begin to put that in. It's the little stuff that doesn't really matter. The things that we spend time on that sometimes we say yes when we mean no. Things that don't really matter and are not really important. Sometimes we overdo things. We spend a lot of time perfecting things, worrying about what other people think. There you go. So we have our things that don't really matter or are not important. Then we have some of the medium things. You can see I have this tray of rocks. These are things that we think are important, like we spend time on, but we don't really think about what our intention is and why we're doing it. So we put in things like making up stories about how we hate our job, doing things like hobbies, watching our favorite binge TV on the weekend. Continuing to put those in. You can see that we have a lot of stuff already in our jar. So then we come to the things that really matter to us. I have 3 main priorities. So these are the things that we spend time on, things that really affect the quality of our life. Spending time with our family, spending time on a cause that we love, spending time for self-care, our practice, our spiritual practices. And you can see that I haven't really been able to fit those in because we did all of the unimportant stuff first. So let's see what happens if we reverse that process. If we become more intentional. We become more intentional by naming our priorities, setting our priorities, and putting them in first. Then we begin to able to put in some of the medium things. We're able to do some of the things like Christmas shopping, not online, actually at the mall. We continue to go to work. We continue to maybe indulge in stories that we're making up about folks. We continue to spend time with people who are not uplifting. Things that we might say no to, but we probably won't. With mercy and love and acceptance. So we continue to put those things in. And then we come down to, we have some menial tasks, the tiny little things that are not important and don't really matter. And we begin to put those in. Things that we waste time on, things that don't really matter. Adding in a little fear, a little worry. We shake those in. Shake it down, rearrange it. Sometimes we have to rearrange our priorities a little bit. But as you can see, it's all fitting in now. We have our priorities straight. Spilling over. Rearranging. But everything fits in. Once we shake it down, we even have room for a little more. So this season and this year, Make it your intention to set your priorities in place. Namaste.